So your toe touch weight bearing, what in the world does that mean? What kind of equipment do you need? Can you still move around? How do you do that safely without causing an injury or a fall? How do we do that? That's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. I'm Dr. Sean, your PT guy, and our videos help you learn how to move better and stay independent so you can enjoy your life. Let's get started. Disclaimer! So when you're toe touch weight bearing, that means your doctor's allowing you to put just a tiny bit of pressure through your hurt leg. The reason we're putting a little bit of pressure through your hurt leg is because once we start putting pressure through that joint in your leg, it can actually speed up the healing process. Now, if we do it too fast, too soon, that's going to hinder. But we need some pressure to stimulate bone growth. That's why you're toe touch weight bearing, and it totally helps, especially when you're transferring and needing just a little touch to start to make it a little bit easier to walk. It is very, very similar to the non-weight bearing, but now we can start putting a little bit of pressure through just the tip toe. So how do we do that? You cannot use a cane for this. You cannot use a cane. And you can also not use a four-wheel walker. That's not going to be able to be used for toe touch weight bearing. The two devices that you can use for toe touch weight bearing are your walker and crutches. So I'm going to show you on the crutches first, and then I'm going to show you on the walker how to walk safely with toe touch weight bearing. Now, when you're using crutches for toe touch weight bearing, I like to put the crutches on the hurt side. This is my hurt side with my stripes, okay? That's my hurt leg. I'm only allowed to put toes down, just gently. I'm going to place this on the right side, squeeze those handles together, squeeze together, okay? And my left hand is going to push from here, okay? So I go push, and I transition the push to right here. Once I stand up, I didn't put much pressure on there at all. I didn't put any. Now I'm putting a little toe down just for my balance sake, which I love. And then I bring the crutches out to the side. Now I'm allowed to put a little tiny tip toe, and I like to use my big toe. Just a tip, just a little tiny bit of pressure. And you're going to put the crutches out first. Just put a little tiny bit of pressure through. Put most of the weight through your arms and bring your leg through. So crutches, the tip toe lands between the two posts. That way you can take most of the weight off here and then you go through. Okay, now you're gonna feel this, and each time you start to take some steps with that toe, always make sure it's always in line with those back posts, okay? Every step you take is between those posts, and you're just doing a little bit. Your heel should be off of the ground, and when you sit back down with the crutches, all you need to do, back up so you feel the chair, bring the crutches together, hold here, reach back. You can put your tiptoe down, that helps, and you sit on down. And a downside to using the crutches is now you got to figure out a place to place them, and hopefully it doesn't end up tripping someone else and they get an injury. Now we're double toe touch weight bearing or non-weight bearing. No thanks. So no falls. Now let me show you how to get up and down and walk if you're using the walker, if you're toe touch weight bearing. Now, if you're toe touch weight bearing and you've got your nice walker with the two wheels in the front, either tennis balls or skis in the back, you can either do the stagger step technique like this. Again, hurt leg, that's the hand that goes up there. Left hand goes here. You either go like this, stand up, stand up, stand up like this, or what you can do is you can go two hands here and then reach, kind of like a ladder. Now, again, when you're walking with the walker, you want your toe to land in a specific spot. When you bring the walker out first, you're going to start with the hurt leg. The toes go right between the tennis balls, not past them, because if it goes past them, now you can't bring this one forward and you can tip back, and that's not good. So you go walker, the tiptoes right between those tennis balls, the back posts. You lean your weight on down like this. Most of the weight's coming through your arms and you step through. So like this. Just your tiptoe down here. When you're turning, your foot still remains right in those tennis balls. That's what you're trying to do when you're turning like this. And when you have toe touch weight bearing, that speeds up the process of healing of your bone. So I love when you are toe touch, the doctor just wants to make sure that you're not causing any excess stress going through that leg. Maybe there's been a surgery. It's just delicate. We need some pressure going through to speed up the healing process, but we don't want a lot to overdo it. So when you sit down, you make sure you touch. Our hands here stays there. Reach back and you can do 2 hands after that and sit on down. So that's how you can walk safely using the walker and the crutches. So now you know what toe touch weight bearing is, and you know how to safely get from one spot to the next without hurting your leg, tripping, or falling. Speaking of falling, if you want more tips and training on how I teach people to prevent falls, you can find that training in the link in the description below. And if you want more videos just like this one to help you learn how to move better and stay independent to enjoy your life, click the subscribe button down below and the little bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.